Hi, my name is Hope Pretorius, and this is my lesson overview. The topic that I've chosen is a crucial topic in the mathematical world: orders of operation, using the acronym BODMAS or PDMAS. My goal is for learners to know and understand that we don't just solve from left to right, but rather to follow a specific step. Brackets, orders, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. The grade that I've chosen is the 4th grade in primary. And these are my 3 lesson objectives to help learners understand and to follow. Learners will be able to use the proper order of operations to answer numerical equations using addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and parentheses. Second one is learners will be able to explain in their own words why multiplication and division come before addition and subtraction when solving mathematical problems. The third one will be students or learners will be able to examine and correct their own or others' responses using the order of operation to spot errors in word examples. And now we are following the 3 phases, which is introduction, development, and consolidation. For my introduction, I am going to make my own maths worksheet on Microsoft Word 2010 on my laptop, which will then be printed out or displayed on the board, which consists of math sums. And I'm also going to write sums on the board using a marker in order for learners to participate in solving the sums. For my development during class, learners should demonstrate development in the following ways. They begin to understand that not all actions are performed left to right and that some activities take precedence over others. They increase their capacity to follow multi-step directions and work methodically through an expression. They improve the answer. They gain confidence by explaining the technique rather than simply providing a final solution. And for my final consolidation, learners review the orders of operations by completing short mixed operations statements, clarifying their methods, and addressing common errors. This improved my reasoning ability, and long-term comprehension of mathematical operations. And for my ICT tools, I'll be using my laptop projector to display on the board. After my lesson, I'll be writing sums on the board using a marker, which is on a whiteboard. In order for this, writing on the board is for learners to actually me as a teacher will give an introduction about the work and explain and guide learners, display my own worksheet in order for them to get the work and understand the topic. Then I'm going to hand out the printed materials, and then after them completing the work, and then we will be able to solve the sums that are written on the board in order for learners to participate. And learners will be completing the work without the use of a calculator and having to work on their own. This activity will broaden the minds of learners into being able to understand the steps and apply problem solving and logical skills. It helps to increase mental processes that increases logical and critical thinking. How we accommodated learners with different learning abilities is by pairing them and grouping them to work together through the sums that were written on the board, which ensures that the learners are supported. And they were given simpler expressions to solve on the board, obviously, guiding them step by step, and the use of hand gestures, which made them feel accommodated. Thank you.